Hello parents, I've understood that you're having some trouble interpreting the Stanford Diagnostic Reading Test results that you were given for your children. A form that looks something like this. I've circled the main issues: grade equivalence, percentile ranks, and stanine scores, and I'm going to help explain them to you based on a normal distribution curve that you can see right here. But first I'm going to start with grade level equivalence because these can be kind of confusing. I'm looking at this student who has a grade level equivalent of 2.5 in phonetic analysis. What this means is that this test was designed for second graders, and we gave this test to kindergarteners and we gave it to fourth graders, and your child scored about as well as somebody interpreted the test about as well as somebody 2.5 years through their schooling, so second grade halfway through the year. On vocabulary it says 2.8, so second grade 8 months into the school year. Same thing for comprehension, 4.4. So this would be they interpreted the test as well as somebody who took the same test but was in fourth grade in the 4th month of the year. So you can tell that they are probably more advanced in reading the comprehension components of the test score. This does not mean that your child should be placed in a 4th grade setting, that they're understanding material at a 4th grade level, just that they're understanding this material. They read this test at the equivalent of a 4th grader who was reading this test. So now we're going to go on to percentile ranks and stanines, and this was a big issue. Percentile ranks are very detailed and they help us see where your child's at and how we can help them move forward. And stanines are a little bit less detailed. It's more simplified interpretation, but we're going to start with percentile ranks. And if you look on the normal distribution curve, you can see that there are a range of percentile ranks from 1 to 99%. Your child has scored 61, 55, 74 compared to local kids. So better than 61% of local children in phonetic analysis, better than 55% of normal children in vocabulary, and better than 74% of local children in comprehension. These local children that I'm talking about are the norming group, a group who took this test, has a variety of demographics that apply to an average of students. So this shows that your child is above average, above 61% of students, so like 610. If 1,000 kids took this test in the norming sample, that means that your child scored higher than 610 of these students. We can plot this data on the normal distribution curve and assess what we can do to better these scores. So if you look here in the middle, the highest part is where the most students score, and you can see 60 to 76, right there in the middle, on the higher end of the spectrum. And then the second part of this is stanine scores. These are scores 1 through 9, and they're more simplified than percentile ranks, but they still give you a good idea of where your child is. So if you, again, refer to the normal distribution curve, which you will all have, just to kind of gauge how your children are doing or not doing. Each percentile rank is broken into a group label, and there's 9 groups, so a range of below 4 would be in the stanine group of 1. In this case, these test scores, a range of 60 to 76 gives you a stanine score of 6, which is a majority of where this child fell in their test scores. We use this positive feedback to design curriculum that fits children, so we can see by this that the child is slightly to considerably above average in their second grade coursework, based on their second grade reading coursework. So we can use this to design more challenging curriculum for them to really help kids get a better idea of the curriculum. Thank you.